Ladies and gentlemen, this is Wilfred Daylone, showing you where the development is happening. Please come and join us. 2 drones launched at Eilat from Iraq. Drone from Iraq hits Eilat port. IDF says warship intercepted another drone heading for southern resort city. Iran-backed Iraqi coalition claims responsibility. A drone launched from Iraq struck the Eilat port on Wednesday, causing damage and lightly wounding 2 people, the military and medics said. The Israel Defense Forces said that a second drone launched in the attack was intercepted by one of the Navy's Sa'ar 5 class corvettes over the Red Sea. The drone that hit the port area injured 2 civilians, a 68-year-old and a 28-year-old, the Magen David Adom Ambulance Service said. Both men were listed in good condition and did not require hospitalization, MDA added. The Iran-backed Islamic Resistance in Iraq took responsibility for the attack, claiming to have launched drones at a vital target in Israel's southernmost city. It was the latest in a spate of daily drone attacks this week claimed by the Iran-backed group, and came as fighting has sharply escalated between Israel and another Iranian proxy, Lebanon's Hezbollah group. Footage showed the explosive-laden drone exploding as it hit Eilat, sending smoke rising from the port area and damage to a warehouse. The incoming drones set off sirens in the city. Shortly before the sirens blared, interceptor missiles were launched in the area, eyewitnesses said. The same coalition of pro-Iran armed groups in Iraq has claimed to have launched numerous drones at Israel amid the war against Hamas in the Gaza Strip and the fighting in the north, most of which failed to cross Israel's border, were downed by air defenses or hit open areas. The Iran-backed group fired several drones at Israel late Tuesday and early Wednesday, some of which were intercepted by the IDF. One of the drones set off rare sirens overnight in the small town of Sapir along the border with Jordan in Israel's southern Arava desert. The IDF said that the drone, which entered Israeli airspace from the eastern direction, impacted in the Arava region without causing any injuries. The group took responsibility for the attack, saying it launched it at a target in the Jordan Valley. Drone warnings also set off sirens in the Golan Heights overnight, with the group taking responsibility. The IDF later said that 2 drones from Iraq struck open areas in the northern Golan Heights after setting off sirens in Ain Zavan and Maram Golan. The drone impacts sparked fires in open areas, but no injuries were caused. Then on Wednesday morning, Israeli fighter jets shot down a drone that entered Israeli airspace south of the Sea of Galilee, the IDF said. Sirens had sounded in the Golan Heights community of Eilat amid the incident. According to the military, the drone had flown toward Israel from the east, possibly launched from Iraq, and entered Israeli airspace from Syria. No damage or injuries were caused. Drones from the east arrived on Monday as well, with the IDF saying they were intercepted. On Sunday, 2 cruise missiles and a pair of drones were fired at the Golan Heights, and another drone headed south. All were intercepted, and there were no injuries in any of those attacks, which were also claimed by the Islamic Resistance in Iraq. Earlier this month, the Iraqi militia claimed a drone attack it said targeted the port city of Haifa on Israel's Mediterranean coast. That drone was also shot down before it entered Israeli airspace, the IDF said at the time. Last week, an Israeli fighter jet intercepted a drone near the Sea of Galilee that had been launched from Iraq, the IDF said. Eilat has also come under attack by other Iran-backed groups amid the war in Gaza, including Yemen's Houthis and a group in Syria linked to Lebanon's Hezbollah. In April, a drone launched from Iran struck a building in a naval base in Israel's southernmost city. Slight damage was caused to a building in Eilat Bay, and there were no injuries, the IDF said. In November, a school in Eilat was hit by a drone launched from Syria, and in March, a cruise missile fired from Yemen struck an open area north of the city. After more than 11 months of cross-border war, beginning October 8th or 4, when Hezbollah started firing rockets at Israel in support of its ally Hamas, that avoided an all-out war, Israel and Hezbollah have stepped up fighting in recent days. with hundreds of rockets fired at Israel and intensive IDF airstrikes on Hezbollah sites in Lebanon, as well as the targeted of a number of the group's leaders. The Islamic Resistance affirms that operations to strike enemy strongholds will continue. An Israeli military spokesperson stated that a Sa'ir 5 ship intercepted one drone while another crashed in Eilat. Meanwhile, the Israeli newspaper Yedioth Ahronoth reported that 2 Israelis were injured when a drone launched from Iraq exploded in Eilat port. The newspaper said, Israeli air defenses intercepted a drone launched from Iraq, managing to down it but failed to intercept another. Earlier today, IRI announced that it had launched a developed Arcab cruise missile and drones targeting 2 Israeli sites in northern Israel. The pro-Iran Islamic Resistance in Iraq group said it attacked Israel's Red Sea port of Eilat Wednesday, as another group urged more attacks amid soaring tensions over Gaza and Lebanon. The Islamic Resistance in Iraq attacked a strategic target in Eilat on Wednesday using drones, it said in a statement published on Telegram. Earlier, Iraq's Hezbollah brigade spokesman Abu Ali al-Askari issued an appeal for ramped-up operations against Israel. The Israeli military said it intercepted a drone approaching Eilat, and that another fell in the area. It reported 2 minor injuries. Askari said current efforts fell short of the ambitions of the pro-Iran axis of resistance, which includes Iraqi militias, Lebanon's Hezbollah, and Yemen's Houthis. In recent months, the Islamic Resistance in Iraq, a network of pro-Iran militias, has claimed several drone strikes on Israeli targets. We hope factions in the Islamic Resistance, which support Palestine and Lebanon, will increase the number and severity of their operations, Askari said on Wednesday. Israel's military has acknowledged several attacks from the east since April, saying it intercepted them but without naming the suspected attackers. IDF intercepts cruise missiles, rockets from Iraq near Golan Heights. Iranian-backed militias in Iraq fired rockets to the southern Golan Heights, while an additional drone approached Israel from the east. The Israel Air Force intercepted 2 cruise missiles, as well as rockets that were fired from Iraq at the southern Golan Heights on Sunday. The IDF confirmed later on Sunday. The targets did not cross into Israeli territory, and sirens were activated as per protocol, the IDF stated early that morning. Additionally, a drone was identified approaching Israel from the east, resulting in drone infiltration sirens in the Arava in southern Israel, the IDF stated early on Sunday. The UAV was intercepted before it crossed into Israeli territory, and sirens were sounded per protocol, the military noted. Following the strikes, the Islamic Resistance in Iraq took responsibility. The Islamic Resistance in Iraq launched several cruise missiles at northern Israel and explosive drones at southern Israel on Sunday morning. This is the end of our program today. See you on Intervlog, same time tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates. Thank you for watching Intervlog. Thank you.